You've probably heard there's this big story in Arizona right now. Two journalists that work for Turning Point USA went to go ask a professor at Arizona State University, all about how he puts on performances for children, drag queen type story hour stuff, has some suspicious stuff he wrote on a Substack about, adults having sex with minors. He deleted that. Just questions like, hey, you're being funded by Arizona taxpayers at Arizona State University. It has now gone viral, and not in a good way, because the president of ASU is lying about the incident. The media is lying about the incident. And Kari, the entire the whole institutional media in Arizona is captured by the Marxist left. It's unbelievable to even get a word in edgewise. The professor lunges at our student, our reporter. Our reporter acts in self-defense, and all of a sudden, every single one of the stories is Turning Point USA journalist assaulted professor. And we have this one still shot picture. I mean, we have the B-roll. Let's put 46 up. The professor is in a dress as a man, okay? 46, you'll see, put it up on here. And you see he lunges first and then out of self-defense. And that's the more operative one. Let's put that one screenshot that you guys put up there. Kari, what's your reaction to this? Because this is turning into a big, brouhaha in Arizona, all based on a lie.
It looks like the quality of professors have gone down since I've been in college. I'll say that. And this is pretty crazy. This is, the media has a right to talk to somebody like that. And I didn't see, maybe the line of questioning was difficult for the professor to handle. But the media has the right to ask tough questions, and even questions you don't like. Welcome to my world. I get that all the time. As a matter of fact, I was on ASU's campus a couple of years ago, year and a half ago, and I was there for a protest to make sure we didn't force ASU students in 115-degree heat to have to wear masks. And Bram Resnick from Channel 12, NBC, a very, very biased socialist reporter, started following me. I said to him, I don't want to talk to you because I know what kind of reporting you do. And I also noticed that you refuse to say the Pledge of Allegiance. And I frankly don't want to talk to you, Bram. And yet he continued to follow me. And so and I didn't hear anything from ASU saying that was inappropriate. Why did they follow Kari Lake? Why did they follow her as she was going to her car? Nothing. I heard nothing, just the opposite. They were saying that was okay. So, which way is it? And where is freedom of speech? We should have freedom of speech. Nobody should be subjected to having the camera being pushed out of their hand or attempted to be lunged at. And Michael Crow has done more harm for the First Amendment, frankly, right there on that campus than anybody.
I want to play that piece of tape. We've isolated that still shot. Put that up one more time. I want to walk through it. That right there in the white is the aggressor, the professor. And then I want to read some of these. Keep it up. I just want to read some of these headlines, what we have to deal with. And Andrew's been doing a great job. So you type in Turning Point USA to Google, okay? And one after the other of articles that are lying about our organization. Moment, two members of Turning Point USA assault professor. Wait a second. Does that look like we're assaulting a professor? Look at that. ASU, Turning Point USA, accused of bloodying ASU professor. USA University professor shoved to ground by right-wing youth activists. This is how dishonest the media is. You see right there, the professor lunges and tries to attack our journalists. In self-defense, they defend themselves, and the entire media intentionally lies about Turning Point USA. Let's play cut 45. This is a clip you were talking about, Kari.
You know what? I don't talk to people who don't do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, I don't do the pledge?
Bram, why didn't you say the pledge?
I don't want to talk to you. I noticed that you would not say the Pledge of Allegiance, and that's really despicable. Why can't you put your hand on your heart and say the pledge?
He doesn't pledge allegiance? I wasn't pledge allegiance.
So that's Bram following you. Yeah, so by the way, Bram wrote articles and tweeted out that we were harassing, but he's done that kind of reporting before.
Yeah, they followed me to my car. I did not push him. I mean, I don't care for him. I don't care for his type of reporting. But I was a journalist for 30 years. I know what the rights are of journalists in this country. And no, I didn't get any backup or any pushback. Michael Crow never came to my defense. The AZ Republic never came to my defense. And Brom certainly didn't. As a matter of fact, he just constantly attacks me. I look at our polling and I know that the vast majority of Arizonans believe in what I stand for, which is safe streets, a healthy economy, a secure border. And yet when you read what these people, these so-called journalists, I call them propagandists, are putting out, they're not with the people. They're not at all. And they write attack pieces on me every day. Sometimes I woke up one day, I had 3 articles that were nasty and horrible coming out of the AZ Central, is what they call it, Arizona Republic. I call it Arizona Repugnant. And they're just not representative of A, fair journalism, and
Yes.
B, where the people of this state are. And this is why during my acceptance speech, or my speech announcing that I was going to run for the United States Senate last week, I told people to turn off the media and end their subscriptions. We've got to let them, we have a way of protesting. We can use our voice, right? We can also protest using our pocketbook. We don't have to give these entities money. And I know many of your listeners probably have gotten rid of their subscription to the repugnant AZ Central, but your parents or grandparents might not have. And you really need to have a conversation with them, because I know a lot of folks who are a little bit older like to have a newspaper on their driveway, but they also love this country. And the type of reporting coming out of this outlet is damaging to our country. It's anti-American.